Hi everyone, we're here at John Sadler's Auto Repair. Today I'm going to show you the proper procedure how to replace the oil filter on a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 3.6 liter. And there's a couple little notes that you need to know. According to the manufacturer, it says when performing an engine oil change, the oil filter cap must be removed. Removing the oil filter cap releases oil held within the oil filter cavity and allows it to drain into the oil pan sump. Failure to remove the cap prior to reinstallation of oil drain plug will not allow complete draining of the used engine oil. So I'll show you how we do that right now. Here's our cover on top of the motor here. And what they're telling you to do is to take this off, and then you can change get to the filter housing. It's not very user-friendly, I don't think. So if you just pick up on the front corner, lift up a little bit, it just pops up. Same thing on the back. And it just has three little divots that it plugs into there. So that you remove the whole cover, get it out of your way. So the next thing I do is I want to get a rag down around the area, because a little bit extra oil is going to be coming around out there where your filter housing is. And I just take a little screwdriver and push it down around the front a little bit. Then I want to take a little bit of brake cleaner. I just use CRC brand. I'm going to clean around the top of the housing, because a lot of road dust and stuff works its way inside of there. Then it takes a 15/16 socket on there, and you turn it counterclockwise to loosen it. And then I also turn the oil fill cap just like a quarter of a turn. Then that takes the tension off the seal on that. Okay, we've got that loosened up. And you always want to change the oil when the engine's warm. And we just lift this straight up out of the hole. Let all the oil drip out of there that's going to. Pick it up out of our way there. And then we come over here. And like this, that should be pretty good angle. So here's our housing. Consists of a housing, it has an O-ring on it, then it has the old filter. The filter just snaps in and out. So just pull it right out. Then it has a little O-ring on it. And there's a notch up above the top of the threads. So I just take a pocket flathead screwdriver and I rotate it off. And it has a little notch right there where the new one will go. And then I just take a rag and make sure there's no debris or dust or sand or whatever gets inside there, you know, around that O-ring area. Then I'll take a little bit of oil. All you need is a little dab on your finger, and you're just going to put it on the new seal. Then you take your new seal, walk it around on the housing. There's only one space it can go in that little lip inside of there. So you put it in that little space, and that's it. Your new filter, it just goes the same way it came in before. You stick it up on top of there, and you slowly push down, and you hear a little clunk. You know it's in the right position it's supposed to be. And I'll just make sure I have this lubricated nice and good on that area. So now we're ready to reinstall it back on the vehicle. So now we'll go back up to the vehicle. And I can't get the camera in there in a really good area to show you. But you can see right here, that's the oil filter housing. And you see by putting this rag around here, I was able to keep any more debris from getting in there. Then on the little edge, the lip where the new seal is going to ride, I just take a rag and I clean any old oil off of there. So since I had all the old oil out, I can remove my rag now from around the outside of it. So now I'm ready to reinsert my new filter. So we'll grab our filter here. And we got our new O-ring, we got it in the proper position. And it just goes straight down. Oh, also on the very tip of it, there's a little tiny O-ring right there too. So I just put a drop of oil in that also. And then our oil filter goes down into the housing. And we turn it clockwise to put it back in. It should go quite a the ways like that by hand. And then I just take this in little quarter turn increments. And you can hear the new seal going on there, but just a quarter turn at a time. I'll just crank it down, let the O-ring seat in that housing because it's all plastic. Okay, the next tool we're going to need is a torque wrench because it's going to be 18 foot-pounds that holds that in there. So let me grab a torque wrench. And then we'll get this set to our 18 foot-pounds. Okay, then we'll move our ratchet. Now the torque wrench, you just want to make sure it's nice and straight. And you want to slowly pull until you hear the click. And right there, there's our click. So that means we have our 18 foot-pounds of torque. And I also take a little bit of brake cleaner when I'm finished. And I just clean the area. You know, I got a few fingerprints on there. And make sure it's nice and dry. So from there, I just go ahead and do my oil change. I drain the oil in the filter. Not the oil filter. I've already done the oil filter. I drain the oil out now. That sump is empty down in the oil pan. So I'm going to get all the oil out. There's not going to be a quarter of a quart left up inside of there. And then I'll restart it before I put the cover back on and take a flashlight, look around that edge to make sure there's no leaks before I give it back to the consumer. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day. I hope this video was helpful.